hyoid bone, right there. That's going to support the tongue musculature, which is what this is. Right there. Okay? Can everybody see?
What animal is this
Your
from?
tongue.
Yep. Past the tongue, you'll see the little tongue-looking like thing that's smaller. That's going to be the epiglottis. When you swallow, your larynx is going to lift up, and then this is going to flap back and fall over the opening known as the glottis. So the glottis is a hole. The epiglottis will cover the glottis because the food wants to go posterior into this opening, the esophagus.
Isn't that the trachea? Wouldn't that be the trachea?
No.
No, okay.
No, take a look at
No, not the one you're in. The other one that's covered. You call it the glottis.
Yeah, well, that would lead to the trachea.
Trachea.
So if I went here, I would end up in here.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not. I'm in the tube that's behind. So that's going to be the esophagus. The tube that he was just talking about would lead to the trachea. But we have to go past the larynx first before we get to the trachea. Okay, so now we know we've got the horns of our hyoid bone. We know our epiglottis. We know our glottis. Let's look for our thyroid. This is the thyroid cartilage. You have your Adam's apple or ventral median prominence. That's the thyroid cartilage. From there, if I go below, I'm going to find the complete ring of cartilage. Can you see it right there? It meets the other cartilage right there to form the ring. So that is the cricoid or cricoid. See it? So find thyroid and go directly below, and you'll find cricoid. All right? Now, inside thyroid, I'm going to find the arytenoid. See the thing that looks like a Volkswagen Bug, a baseball cap, a loin pork chop, a blow dryer. See it right there?
Pork chops best.
Right there. That one is the arytenoid, ladle-like, or ladle resembling.
Is it the whole part right here?
Right there. The whole is going to be the glottis. Vocal folds would be down a little bit. Don't get carried away with the vocal folds, because they're true and false vocal folds and chords, so we'll wait for lecture on that. Okay? Questions on this? Pretty simple. Hyoid, thyroid, cricoid, arytenoid, epiglottis. The esophagus is going to have the same types of things that the stomach will, known as rugae or ridges. Okay? This attaches to this. This is the back side because this is the trachealis muscle. This is the front side. So this is the sheep pluck. And what we have is this has to split to go to both sets of lungs. On your left side, you're going to have 2 lobes. On your right side, you're going to have 3 lobes. So basically, where it splits, this one right there is the primary bronchus. The primary is extrapulmonary. That means it's outside the lungs. There are secondaries, and you can see an opening to a secondary right there. Secondary right there because they had to cut the lung surface away. And there will be 23 orders past the primaries. So it keeps dividing and dividing and dividing and dividing. Okay? You can also see down here where it's going to split again so we can go to the additional lungs and things. Now, this is going to be visceral pleura. Parietal pleura is going to be right here. Nice and smooth, inferior. Okay? This is the central tendon of the diaphragm. You'll see it on your CADs nice and clear. Then this is skirt stake, or the diaphragm muscle. This goes into the abdominal pelvic cavity, so this is parietal peritoneum. We changed the name as soon as we changed the cavity. So, pleura, peritoneum. The smooth side always faces the lungs. The rough side always faces the abdominal contents. All right? Now, obviously, here is our heart. This is the parietal pericardium. That's a sac that would suspend the heart. Okay? Parietal, you have to say parietal, you can't say visceral or anything else. If I want visceral, I'm going to be on the membrane itself. You see it? So there's a very fine layer of visceral. All right. Now that pretty much takes care of that. And yes, your heart does have as much fat as this one does. Don't be worried about it. It's normal. Okay, let's go do digestive while you're here.